Let's look ahead then. FA Cup this weekend. I've read in so many places already this last couple of days that people saying, York City fans saying, I'm not bothered about the FA Cup this season. It's all about getting promotion. You clearly won't agree with that.
Well, I agree that it is about promotion. That's the most important thing. But I said the other day, I have 3 objectives when I start out as a manager during the season. That's number 1, to get promoted. Number 2, to get to Wembley again in the FA Trophy and win that, because we're not going to win the FA Cup. And number 3, to try and get to the 3rd round proper of the FA Cup to get some money into the football club and, you know, a bit of exposure. And as a player, you know, and as a manager, go and pick your wits against, you know, better teams in the Football League. So, you know, I think the FA Cup run gives everybody a lift. I think, you know, to get a league club down at Booth and Crescent would be fantastic, and, you know, a little bit of a lift that we've not had many lifts over the last 2 or 3 seasons. So, you know, I disagree. I think the FA Cup's a fantastic competition. I don't think it affects you in the league in any way, shape or form. Certainly now, because we've got no midweek games coming up in the league. So I think to have the FA Cup every fortnight, I certainly don't want to go to Salford and be knocked out of the FA Cup, because we'll have a free weekend in 2 weekends. So I mean, we'll play on a Saturday and then we don't play again for 2 weeks. I think, you know, the fact that the FA Cup just throw up every fortnight a challenge and you know, a chance to go and pit your wits against a league club is a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, lose this weekend, it really does become a bit disjointed, because obviously you may have the 4th round weekend. If Leamington get through, you may have another weekend off as well, and you play twice in a month. But I think you're right, there's been too much negativity around this football club for too long. Results driven, I suppose, but the FA Cup does give the chance for the supporters to have something to look forward to, the city something to look forward to.
Yeah, I think the FA Cup, and like the FA Trophy, you know, I think it was fantastic getting to Wembley, you know, the end of last season, obviously after what happened. So I'm never one, you know, for cup games. I think it's fantastic. I think the FA Cup's great. That will never change for me. I want to get as far as I can. I got to the 3rd round, you know, when we got to Bolton last time when they were in the Premier, and, you know, for 85 minutes, you know, we're probably the better side and could have won the game on the day. So that was a great day out for us as a football club, and I think 5,000 fans went, and it was great. So I don't see why people wouldn't want that. And then getting on to the FA Trophy, yes, it's the opportunity to get to Wembley again, which we've done, and I want to go and do it again.
And you're playing a Salford side who are favourites for promotion, right there at the top with Harrogate Town. Possibly the worst story could have got as well, with it being away from home. And they've had a decent cup runs in the last 2 or 3 years, got lots of national exposure.
Yeah, you know, like I say, but, you know, on the other hand, they'll probably look and think, oh, we've got York City. So both of us would have looked at who was left in the cup, and some, I don't think this is disrespectful, but teams I'd never even heard of that were still in from the lower level. That is great for them, and we could have got a team like that, but we've not. We've got Salford away. I don't think they've lost in 10 games. You know, they're on a great run. They're winning every week. But we're now going into a run of Salford, Harrogate, Brackley.
Salford again in the league?
Yeah, but I was just going to say, hopefully not Leamington, because we want to still be in the FA Cup. And then Salford again. So, you know, we're playing the top 3 in the league in the next maybe, hopefully, the next 3 league games. So it's an opportunity for us to go and show, you know, what we can do, what we're about. I thought, you know, the performance against Stockport was one that we've got to emulate against these sides. Strong. I thought we were strong. I thought we played well. I thought everybody done the job superbly, and we've got to go. If we play like that against these sides, then we can go and beat them. But, you know, it's a big test for us in the coming weeks.
And it's also about laying down a marker at Salford to show them that York City are up for the fight this season.
Well, that's my point that I've just made. You know, we're playing Salford twice. We're playing Harrogate. We're playing Brackley. You know, these are up there for a reason. You know, we play Harrogate a week on Saturday. You know, they don't keep scoring 3, 4s and 5s for no reason. And, you know, I speak to people, and you know what a real good side they are. So, you know, we're going to have to be at our best there in a couple of weeks' time to go and beat, you know, what are good teams.
Have you got a fully fit squad from Tuesday night to pick from tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any problems whatsoever. You know, a couple will have a day off today. Rank's had to have an injection in his toe, which he has to have every so often. So he won't train today, but he'll train tomorrow. But he'll be fine. But other than that, no, like John Parkin, sometimes I just like to let John go and have a swim and rest up. He doesn't need to train as often as the others. But other than things like that, no, we've got a full squad.
On the last couple of games, we've seen Clovis Camjo, Adriana Moke being put through, I'll say their paces before the games. How is their injuries coming along?
Well, Mokes particularly, I think he'll be back in full training on Monday. So he's probably 2 weeks ahead of himself and of what we thought. So that's great news. To get him back as another body, somebody that was performing well before he got injured. So he could be available for Harrogate if he comes through with a physio in the next couple of days. Camjo, he's coming on, but he's certainly still going to be a couple of months before he's ready.
In the past, I know you've done different things in training leading up to FA Cup games. I appreciate you haven't been going into the competition this early. Has training just been the same this week? So is that a little bit special, something different about the FA Cup?
Yeah, like I said, I think the mentality of the FA Cup is, we've got to go to Salford and get a result. To win would be great. If we don't, then you've still got the opportunity to bring them back to your place on the Tuesday night. So it's not like you've got to go and risk looking for a winner in the last minute and leave yourself open to lose the game. It's the mentality of it is slightly different, but it's exciting. And it's nice to get away from the league. It's been intense. 11 games. We've done okay. Bit and bobbing, if you like. Haven't really had a consistency. Other than all I can say is, we haven't lost in 3, and 7 points from 9 is a good return. So go to the FA Cup, and then we've got to get back at it in the league.